Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you for joining me. If you have not seen the somewhat recent news of Linkin Park getting back together, then where are you living underneath a rock? This is Linkin Park in 10 minutes or less. All right, so we're here in the Pro Tools session, and as you can see, I have written an entire Linkin Park style track. So to start, I'm going to play you guys the intro into the main riff, and then we'll talk about it. So to break this down, we start with a guitar track, and I've just got a chord progression here that I'm playing. So I'm just starting with a very Linkin Park style chord progression, and I've got this low passed and high passed, so it's kind of just like a lo-fi type of deal for this guitar. In tandem with that, if I go down to the effects, I've got some piano here. And this, if you've watched my last few videos where I've had piano, such as like the Ice Nine Kills one, or I believe the Ice Nine Kills for sure, and there was another one as well. But this piano is the exact same as far as processing. I've got just the Howard Benson vocals. I'm using the lo-fi. I have some EQ, kind of cut the lows and the highs out. And then I'm just using the regular grand piano on ballad mode. And then I've just got this synth preset that's kind of playing this pad underneath of everything. In tandem with that, DJ scratches. Linkin Park uses a lot of DJ type scratch and sounds, so I added some of those and I found those just off of Splice. So I threw those in, and that's how we're getting our intro sound. And then we jump into this main riff where the whole band kicks in. And what I've got going here is that same guitar chord progression as the little effect guitar intro I have on our left and right channels. So I'll play that for you real quick. Pretty simple. I've got this lead underneath of it. So bass is pretty simple. I'm just following what the guitars are doing for this intro section. And then moving on to drums. Very simple, just crash, kick, snare style thing. Something that is a little bit different from normal. So a lot of times it's a tambourine. In regular music, you'll have like tambourines. But in this instance, I decided to go with the hi-hat, like the closed hi-hat, kind of ticking sound. And I took that and I just kind of moved the velocity down, and we get this on the drums. So you kind of hear it in there very faintly, but it just adds a little bit and gives it a little bit of character, and makes it feel kind of fast-paced when putting it all together with the whole mix. Effects. I've still got our piano that's running. And then I have this vacuum preset. Cheap String Tango is what this is called. So this is just a regular old vacuum preset in Pro Tools. I just grabbed it and I put the piano part on it and thought it sounded cool. And I'm basically using this and blending this with the next sound. So I've got another vacuum sound here. Sounds a lot more Linkin Park. Got that really synth vibe. For this one, I'm using the Nasty as Hell lead, and I've got some distortion and some EQ on that. I believe the EQ is really just making it lo-fi. So pretty simple there for the synths, and when you add all those together, it sounds really cool. And then underneath that, I've just got a droning pad, and that's just to fill up a little bit of the space. With Linkin Park stuff, it's just a lot of layers, and you want a lot of different kind of things going on to make it feel kind of fast-paced, make it feel energetic. Then we cut to the verse. The verse is pretty simple. We've just got a drum beat going with those 16th note hi-hats again. And then underneath that, I've just got the piano as well, and then that droning little pad. I've also got explosions, as always. And then I'll play the second half of this verse for you. So you can hear those guitars come in, as well as the scratches from before. Those come back. And we also add in one of these synth presets just underneath to give it a little bit more vibe, but not like chorus level fullness. So we're just adding a little bit. We've got this simple kind of stop and go mixed with some kind of dead note harmonic mutes. And then going into the chorus, we've got those kind of harmonic mutes going on as well, leading into the chorus. Jumping into the chorus, it's the exact same as the intro, nothing new, just a slamming hard chorus. After this first chorus, we jump back into a second verse. This is the exact same as the first verse. The only difference is just to add a little bit more dynamic to this song. Towards the end of this second verse, we drop out and we just have the guitar that does this little... So I'll play that so you can hear how that sounds. Yeah, so just kind of pauses there for a quick second, dynamic shift, and then jumping right in to that chorus. So the second chorus, again, is the same thing as the first chorus, just pretty simple. Then we kind of switch a little bit and jump into a softer section. As you can hear, though, all the elements are really the same. I've got this kind of droning octave chord going on. And then we've got the piano underneath of it and a pad, and that's really it, which is kind of bringing down the dynamic to jump into a breakdown section. So we go into that little cool riff, very Linkin Park-esque, and then we jump into the second half of this with this little lead part, while having that octave droning underneath it. And then for bass, again, we're just doing the exact same thing for bass, very simple. Drums, it's just a pretty simple groove. It's pretty similar to the chorus. There's just a few different like kick patterns that are a little different. Still got that little hi-hat thing underneath of it. And then effects-wise, we're really not using anything. We just have an explosion, and that's really it. And then we jump back into the last chorus. Something Linkin Park does is they bring these kind of first two measures of the last chorus, and they bring it down in dynamic. Then they kick in with the full band, drums, bass, everything like that. So I've just got this little lead part that's going throughout the chorus, and I've just got that lo-fied. And then I have the piano and a few of the different synths going as well. And then they lead up with a little swell straight back into the last chorus, which is the same as the first chorus and the second chorus, except we double it. So we just do a double chorus. So sounds pretty cool, pretty Linkin Park. And then at the end, we just end it with a piano note. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of how that turned out. I think it turned out pretty cool. All right, that's going to do it for my Linkin Park style demo breakdown. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button, hit subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what you thought of the video and what you guys would like to see me do next. As always, this track will be for sale, first come, first serve, so hit that email down in the description and claim the track before it's gone. Thank you for joining me once again. Here's the final track.